Racing was at Doomben on Saturday. The track played fantastic. For that type of track condition, nearly every horse had a chance. So you would say that the fence was a little bit off, if anything, but it wasn't too much wrong with it. Just Doomben just held together so well. It's just a fantastic track at the moment. Going through these races, the first race it was won by Hingis Rose. We didn't really know what to think about this horse because its trial was only fair or pretty ordinary, but it had no. We suggested it had no blinkers on, and they put the blinkers on this horse, and there was money about for it, and it raced okay. We thought High Lizzie would go quite well. No one down the bottom was around about 25 to 1 when we suggested to have something on it. Just had a lot of problems before the barrier. I think it lost a shoe and it got back in the field and ran on quite well. So it's a horse that you could follow a little bit. The sectionals did help it though. They did run on. They did go along fairly quickly, and the last sectional wasn't that great. So it's a chance in a weaker sort of race, maybe at Caloundra or something like that. It'll be hard to beat. Snitz, there was plenty of money for it. Lloyd had a lot of problems with this horse from that bad gate. It looks like it's got some speed. He had to go back on it and was caught wide, then came wide on the turn and ran on. As I said about High Lizzie, the sectionals did suit it, but it went pretty good, this horse, and it's probably one to follow next time. The second race, it was won by Calibut. Dog of a horse, this one, just in and out, very hard to catch. Just a poor ride by Adam Sewell, a young kid on Magnitude. I think it's one horse to follow for sure and certain, this one. I'll be on it next time. He just went back in a slow run race, and just a stupid thing to do, grab hold when there's no speed. Just gave it no hope. They sprinted home really quickly, and it made ground, and it was on the worst part of the track if there was some. So definitely one to follow. In race 3, let me say this, we were pretty keen on this. This was our best bet of the day. It was around about the $8.750 mark. It was when we bet, it was hard to get on. It went off everywhere as we were betting, sort of thing, and we struggled to get as much as we wanted to get on it, sort of thing. So, but it was still a very nice result. Nice win, solid horse, just perfect ride by Hallier. Got into the midfield position, came to the outside in a sectional that did suit it, and everything fell into place, but it was a nice win. Nordic Show went okay, had a nice run in behind him as well. Perilous Love, the big weight just weighed it down. We were against this horse. Went okay still, ran on quite well. It loves this type of track, the sting out of the track. Ercolano, bit disappointing, that one. Was in the right spot and just plugged away. I don't know whether we were suggesting that the wet won't be really suiting this horse because it's got a turn of foot, and on the wetter tracks it just takes away from that. So I wouldn't be giving up on this horse on a drier track. Race 4 was won by She Is What She Is. Geez, this horse is going good now. It's always been a horse with a lot of ability. It just been in races where it's been taken on and fired up and going probably five to 7 or 8 lengths above par for the first bit, and it just makes it very exposed the last little bit. Even on the weekend, they went along about 5 lengths above par, and it was still able to kick on, and the last section was quite good. So it's definitely a horse to follow. I don't really care if it's on a dry or wet track. It should be hard to beat. Race 5, Candika, just nice win. We had it around about the $2.10, $2 mark at one stage. We couldn't get it in short enough. It raced as well as it could go. Its ratings have all held together. They're all around about the same. So at 3 wide, worked a little bit and went good. Nothing wrong with the win. Nylet, we thought had a chance, just had its chance. Probably I didn't think it would be as much speed on as what it was. I thought Nylet would lead and Kuznetsova would sit on the outside of it, but for some reason she wanted to kick up on Kuznetsova and put some speed in the race, which just just made it a bit harder for Nylet to hold off Candika. But it's still a nice win by Candika. Nylet, it goes okay. It's just got to find the right race, I think. Race 6 was won by Privlaka. Nice win. Good wet track. ran away from sectionals were there. Uh, can't knock this horse. Definitely would like a bit of sting around for it, but it looks like over the next couple of weeks there's going to be those sort of tracks that will suit. So nothing wrong with its win, that's for sure. Race 7, poor race this one. A lot of horses just going round and round. I thought Dream Finish would win when it got past Beatniks, and Beatniks was able to kick back on the inside of it and get away from Flamboyant. Had his chance. It's always thereabouts on these sort of tracks, but it was short enough. Joper we didn't like. It just plugged down the straight. That's about all. Beckham, we thought it had a rough chance. It finished up running 5th with about $15 or $16 or something like that. One stage there, halfway down the straight, it looked a hope, but it's just a one batter. And the last race was won by Countermill. He didn't panic on this horse. He wasn't too bad a ride. He got caught wide early. This is Sewell again. He's riding good sometimes and bad others, but it's a typical sort of thing of apprentices. He's got a bit of ability. He's just making a few little blues, which you've got to expect from a young boy. He got caught wide, and then he went forward, sort of thing, which is the only thing he could do, and he got over to second and held him off down the straight. It wasn't too bad a win. Likes the wet, this horse. Away from them, we had something on Jet Sonic. We had to go back from the gate. He made a run at him. He just died in his run the last little bit. We thought Wackham had a chance. It was caught really wide and had to work too much. And Time to Talk did his usual thing. He just ran on okay. It's a very consistent type of horse. So all in all, I think the horses to follow, she is what she is for sure. Magnitude, I'm definitely going to back it. I think this horse is going really well, and especially while the wet tracks are around. And Privlaka, while the wet tracks are around, definitely the one to beat in this at this time of year. In the next month or so, it might get a little bit tough for her, but it's going quite well.